Alright, so like I was saying, when it's mounted here, the one that broke is up there, and the bottom one looks like it has just a flat bottom with nothing special done to it. So that wasn't relevant until I got the new ones, and the new pin kit has one that has a rubber boot on it that comes off. I had to buy the rubber kit as well. Get over here right now, Haas. Haas! Now! So, anyway. So there's the rubber, like O-ring boot. So now I know that goes on the top. Haas, you better stop. So on the new caliper mounting bracket, you slide this long ridge into it, and then just give it a twist to make sure it's seated properly and there will be no gap if it is seated. Whoops. If it is seated properly, there's no gap. So do that top and bottom. And then make sure, if you don't have it in your toolbox or array of tools, whatever you want to call it, make sure you get this 5 off on me. Just push it all the way in, and then make sure that the rubber O-ring or seal pops all the way to the top and makes a good seal. Then pull it out and twist it a little bit to make sure it's still locked into it, so you're not folded over on it. So the bolts are 15 millimeters and they are symmetrical, so it doesn't matter top or bottom. Get some anti-seize on that. Now the standard gray that doesn't come off of anything. Okay, so I normally push these in when they're still mounted, so that way you don't have to worry about holding on to the caliper, but because of that pin being so frozen on the caliper slide pin, I wasn't able to tighten it anymore. And on brand new pads, you pretty much have to push the piston all the way back in. Sometimes if it's getting too hard and you need it to go further, opening your brake fluid underneath your hood will let you go a little bit further, but usually not much. Usually that's only the case if somebody's brakes are weak and they don't know what they're doing and they put more fluid in it thinking that will fix it. So, caliper needs to be that flush, if we can get that in the picture. Kind of, I guess. Here you go. And then get the pads on, or the brake kits, where these brake pads will come with new guides. Which these are symmetrical inside and out, top and bottom. So one goes on the top, one goes on the bottom. And they go where the tab sticking up goes towards your bracket, so it would go into the groove like that, and that tab holds it aligned inside and out so it doesn't slide. There's that. The little squeaker that you hear when somebody's driving down the road that tells them to change their pads is right here, and that is a piece of metal designed to scrape against your metal rotor, causing squeaking to let you know to change your pads. How often does that work? Because you hear people squeaking down the road for miles and miles and miles, and that is going to go on the outside. I just figured that out, or the inside, which I guess would make sense. That's where the caliper is going to be moving at. And get your brakes inside those grooves, brake pads, and then you drop down caliper. Sorry for being in the way. Over top. You want to take note that your pins have, see if we can even get a picture of this. Your pins have flat spots on them, so those flat spots are designed to go against the caliper in the same flat location so they don't twist. Alright, got to jack back up, going to take out the brick. That's in two pieces now. And the boards. Tire back over here. And on this Pontiac, it's a 3/4 inch socket for the lug nuts. Just remember your star pattern and start your star pattern at the bottom of the tire. Haas, you're trying to help? Start at the bottom of the tire, because if your tire is kicked out at all, that will align it the best by starting at the bottom. So you don't want to go crazy here at first, just tighten them all down. Alright. Switch from a gun. Should be using a torque wrench, but I don't feel like it. So I'm going to torque it to how I feel. I had to put the weight back on the vehicle so that the tire doesn't turn when you're putting force into it. Still doing the star. Son of a bleeper. That's scratched it. Alright. So, all that's left is to have your dog think he needs to help you. Oh. You get a dirty face, dog. So, that's going to be it here for this video. This was doing the brakes and the replacement brake bracket on this 09 G6. So, the only thing left is to take it for a drive. I would do a couple fairly aggressive brakes. Correction, before you start it, press the brake a couple times to get the piston back to its normal position, since we flattened it so much by squeezing it with the C-clamp. And then you want to take it for a drive and do a couple aggressive brakes, 20 miles an hour to stomping it to the floor, just to get it seated and everything in there good, and make sure it sounds right and it doesn't grind after you let go of the brake. And then, 50 miles or so, tighten your lug nuts again to make sure that they didn't come back loose. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I have a couple more videos coming up soon that I've got to work on my car and work on the Expedition that I just posted a video of, I believe. And we're going to have some woodworking projects which I just started on. So we're going to learn that too. So, if you liked the video and it helped you, click the like button down there. Click the subscribe button over there. Or there. Not sure. It'll be there or there. The like will be there for sure. And click the little bell for the notifications to let you know every time I post a new video. So once I come up with more stuff to start posting, I want to get back to posting once a week. So if you have any ideas for videos, let me know. And any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll answer them as soon as I get the dog fed tonight. Thanks for watching.